Okay, and you're Jim Sullivan with Humanware.
I'm Jim Sullivan with Humanware. So
Fantastic.
We're talking about the Braille Note Apex,
Okay.
which we released in November of last year. Initially what we've done is made some dramatic changes to the hardware. It still has a lot of the same keysoft feel, which makes the Braille Note, but with some new pieces.
And exactly, just for the video, what is the Braille Note?
Yeah, so the Braille Note is a tool that lets folks read, write, calculate, search for information on the internet, listen to music, access books. So it would be a classification of a note taker, and it's been in existence since about 2000. So
It's like an extremely innovative product.
yeah. So if you notice, we've got two models, one with the typing keyboard and one with the Braille keyboard. You'll also notice that we have the refreshable Braille display, and these are 32 cells, and each one of those cells has 8 pins that will move up and down.
Yeah.
And what it'll do is it'll display the content of what the individual is reading or calculating in contracted or uncontracted Braille.
Fantastic.
So what we've done to it from a hardware perspective is we've made it a lot smaller. The M power was quite a bit bigger. We have added quite a bit to it in terms of battery. Folks who use it now can just pop the battery out when it goes flat or dead and pop a new battery in rather than send it back in. Exactly. We've added and improved the connectivity, so the Wi-Fi is built into it now, and the Ethernet connection is built into it. In terms of external media, there's a secure digital card slot and 3 USB slots. So we've improved upon the USB construction. We've added an SVGA port for training purposes, so a teacher can plug it right into a monitor and see what the student that they're working with is doing. We've maintained the Braille thumb keys. These keys on the front allow the person who's using the device to move the Braille left and right or up and down, so they can keep their hands on the display at all times and just keep reading and then advance or retreat as they're using those thumb keys.
Wow. What does a device like that cost, Jim?
The 32-cell Apex is $6,195.
And could you just talk a little bit about why it's expensive? I know the reason, because of the Braille sales, but maybe if you would talk about it a little bit just for the video.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of cost, the cells are expensive to manufacture. There are a lot of parts inside it that move up and down, and so a bulk of the cost is in the cells. A device without the cells is about $2,000.
Yeah, so that's a huge difference.
Yeah, it represents about $4,200.
Huge difference. Well, what does it weigh?
You know, that's a good question. I believe it's just under a pound. I don't have the specifics.
Looks like it's really light. Wow. Well, thank you for talking with me about it on the video.
All right.
Most people are afraid.